The market is closed. No people, no food. Just roaches and other critters that lurk in dark corners. A perfect setup for the roach's nemesis, cockroach killer Dr. Shi and his team of armed exterminators. Their tactic? Contact poisons called pyrethroids that quickly penetrate the roach's nerve system. As the roaches flee, the poison takes its deadly effect. The roaches lose their balance and eventually control of motor function. Within 20 minutes, they will die. For those roaches hiding in small crevices, a natural insecticide made from certain species of the chrysanthemum plant is used to force roaches out, and a residual insecticide spray finishes them off. According to Dr. Shi, these poisons are considered safe for the average person. Some may develop allergic reactions, but since the concentrations are low, there is no danger of human poisoning. Even with the poisons, Dr. Shi's job is not easy. We may be smarter, but cockroaches seem to have an uncanny knack at escaping danger. Their secret? The tiny hairs on each side of the American cockroach's abdomen can sense the slightest air movement and reveal its direction. Signals from these hairs feed into a group of 19 segments on each appendage, which process the information faster than a blink of the human eye. The cockroach has a pair of large nerve ganglia in its head and tail. These are connected by giant nerve fibers that act like super information highways, carrying impulses many times faster than ordinary nerves. This ability to sense and react in record time gives roaches a running head start in the direction away from your foot or slipper. This isn't a special roach treadmill, but Professor JT's experiment that tests the cockroach's reaction to changes in wind direction. When the wind blows from one side, a pair of appendages called cerci sense it, and the roach will run away from the wind. But Dr. Shi is not here to outsmart just one roach. His weapon of choice may scare even you. These high-powered bursts of insecticide mist force cockroaches out from hiding and right into the path of danger. Dr. Shi and his roach-killing team act quickly, but American cockroaches may be even faster as they hold the trophy for the fastest-running insect on land. Averaging 5 kilometers an hour, that's the human equivalent of 320 kilometers an hour. For the cockroach, it's a matter of life or death. Their survival instincts are used not only to dodge humans, but other predators as well. Just one female roach can produce 10,000 descendants in one lifetime, but even that reproduction rate does not guarantee survival. You'll be shocked at just who and what considers a cockroach the tastiest of snacks. Lizards use a flick of their tongue to smell a cockroach. Once detected, the roach has little chance of survival. Spiders also have cockroaches on their menu. If you find spiders in your house, chances are there are cockroaches too. After an injection of venom to paralyze it, the roach gets all its body fluids sucked out by the hungry spider. Parasitic wasps also enjoy a cockroach meal, but use a different recipe. This wasp lays up to 100 of her eggs inside the cockroach's egg capsule. When the wasp eggs hatch into larvae, these grubs have a ready meal close by. The wasp grubs devour all of the young cockroaches as they emerge. The pipit toad uses fast tongue action to snare a cockroach in 1/10 of a second. Ants may be an obvious consumer of cockroaches, dead or alive. But what about fish? This majestic creature is the red dragonfish, prized by the Taiwanese. People here believe feeding dragonfish roaches will enhance their beauty. Reptiles, insects, and even fish have a taste for cockroach. Incredibly, cockroaches are also eaten by humans. This restaurant in southern Taiwan specializes in serving dishes made out of 6 to 8-legged critters. Today's main course, Kung Pao roaches. Commonly known as ground beetles, these roaches were imported direct from Fujian province of China. They're thought to be good for the health. First, the dried roaches are boiled, then stir-fried with pepper and spice. And voila, a steamy dish with possible Viagra-like qualities is ready to be served.
Soft, chewy, kind of tough.
It tastes a little bit like cockroach, just a little.
It's great for a man's body.
In fact, in the apothecaries of ancient China, cockroaches were prescribed as medicine to treat visceral diseases and other ailments. In Taiwan, Chinese doctor Jinzhe Li still prescribes them to his patients.
This is called a ground beetle, which is good for general trauma injuries, bone fractures, lower back pain, even genetic defects in red blood cells. Some doctors are experimenting its effects on chronic hepatitis, amenorrhea, which is a cessation or stoppage of menstrual periods.
Even today, in parts of China, American cockroaches are used to cure anything from heart disease to skin wounds. Meet Professor Shunan Li, Dean of the Pharmacology Department at Yunnan Medical College. He has been studying the medicinal effects of cockroaches for 45 years.
I first discovered the use of roaches as medicine from the bi-ethnic minority clan. So, I used their discovery to jumpstart my own thinking.
How can something so many think of as dirty be used as a paste to heal open wounds? This folk remedy from southwestern China has been used since ancient times. Based on his research, Professor Li has developed a secret formula that he feeds to his roaches. What's in this formula, he won't say, but after roaches are boiled, dried, and pounded to powder, Professor Li extracts what he needs for his medicine. He claims his medicine can cure skin wounds to ulcers, hepatitis, heart, and liver disease.
Because cockroaches have a very long history Having survived on this earth for about 300 million years, their biological evolution has given them certain chemical components that can perform special functions. We lack or don't have enough of these chemicals, so we can retrieve these from a cockroach and use them to cure bodily illnesses.
In China's Yunnan province, Professor Li has found a way of turning cockroaches into gold. An industry now depends on the supply of more than 100 billion medicinal roaches to sustain a constant demand. For example, Professor Li's anti-inflammatory drug, Kangfuxin, made from American cockroaches, is now mass-produced in 4 of China's largest drug factories. A drug manufacturing company in Sichuan alone produces 800,000 bottles of this drug per year, totaling $5,250,000 US. Recently, Professor Li has been experimenting with cockroach extracts called xinmailong to treat heart palpitations and right-sided heart failure. He claims that they're even more effective than certain Western medicines.
Right now, the heartbeats are connected with this machine and computer, detecting strong and weak palpitations. If the heartbeat is weak, it will detect weak signals. Right now, it is beating normally. We will do an injection which will slow the heart rate and induce heart failure. After heart failure, we will revive it with xinmailong. It's weak now. We must hurry and save it. This is where we induce heart failure. As you can see, the heartbeat is weak. This is where we injected xinmailong medicine and the heart rate quickly returns to normal. I believe in the future, the cockroach's best contribution will be treatment involving age defiance and Alzheimer's. Based on my experiments, I can definitely prove this. There is something in the cockroach that will increase a cell's longevity, which may eventually prolong the lives of humans to 120 years. I discovered there are 3 chemicals that help fight against aging. We have already obtained the patents from the proper authorities in China. Generally speaking, most brain cells cannot regenerate after they die. However, upon administering this medicine, we can prolong the lifespan of brain cells and induce parts of nerve cells to regenerate.
Professor Li's roach medicine is now widely used in many of China's hospitals and can even be found in local pharmacies. If Professor Li is successful in his research, American cockroaches may play a major role in our fight against aging and Alzheimer's in the near future. Back at the market in Taipei, cockroach killer Dr. Xu and his troops finish off the last of the roaches. The extermination was a success, or so they think. Cockroaches are survivors for a reason. Whether it's the slipper or chemical warfare, or maybe even nuclear blasts, cockroaches survive because they have secret weapons of their own. Why are they so difficult to eradicate? It's been rumored that roaches can withstand nuclear blasts. Radiation energy absorbed is measured in units of gray. Researchers at the National Tsinghua University in Taiwan found that American cockroaches can survive a 100-gray dose for over 2 weeks, whereas the same dose will kill a human in 1 to 2 days. Why? Perhaps it's because they are less complex organisms with short lifespans. The more complex an organism is, the more sensitive it is to the effects of radiation. And the longer an organism lives, the more chances of something going wrong. Despite their short lifespans, cockroaches are strong survivors. One of their missions in life is to ensure another generation of their kind. And for the females, all it takes is some love perfume. Many cockroach species use sex pheromones to attract their mates. Females emit the pheromone and entice the male roaches to swing their antennae in a show of sexual favor. Connection is achieved when a male lobster cockroach raises his wings and latches onto a female. In addition to raising his wings, the male lobster cockroach secretes a tasty substance on his back that is offered to his mate, stimulating her sex drive. When attraction is confirmed, the male lobster cockroach will sneak underneath the female and latch onto her genitalia, transferring a packet of sperm called a spermatophore. Generally speaking, the female cockroach only has to mate once. Just one sperm packet from the male will fertilize all the eggs in her lifetime. In about a week, an egg capsule filled with fertilized eggs will form on the female, offering enough water and nutrients for the embryo to develop and protection against outside forces like insecticide. Instinctively, the mother roach will attempt to hide her egg capsule from outside predators. And cockroach killers like Dr. Xi. It's another day at the market. The insecticide and dead roaches have been thoroughly cleaned away, but the egg capsules still remain, hidden and safe, until the time comes for a new cycle to begin again. After a week of waiting, a batch of cockroach lover JT's roach babies finally hatch, with each having a 50% chance of surviving to adulthood. The American cockroach's lifespan averages 2 years. For these young roaches, they will be ready to mate in just 6 months, with each female producing up to 10,000 descendants in her lifetime. These are the cockroach's secret weapons, a formidable reproductive ability and an almost impenetrable egg capsule that has endured the Ice Age and 300 million years of evolution. They survive now and share our intimate space. We call their love potions stench and cringe at the sight of their offspring. Exterminators will stop at nothing to rid them, and yet we ask, is it necessary to kill them? In some other places, cockroaches are not despised, but loved as pets. This is not your average roach. It's as big as your palm. Meet the rhinoceros cockroach, otherwise known as the litterbug. It's native to Australia and can live up to 10 years.
You smell good too.
In Melbourne, a rhino roach costs $10 US and is a favorite among children. Also, in Australia, even adults can escape the lure of the roach. A speedy roach can win big money in the annual cockroach races held in Brisbane during National Australia Day. For 24 years, the Story Bridge Hotel has been host to the races, where cockroaches are treated as professional athletes. These six-legged Olympians are released from the center of a circular track.
Come on, let's hear it for him. The race is in race 2. All right, are you ready for race 2, the UDL dash? Come on, let's hear it. 3, here we go.
Back in Taiwan, cockroach lover JT is not going to give up his quest to change our views about the common roach. When the whole world hates and wants to destroy the very creature you love and respect, it takes a unique person to love and champion the cockroach. Where does Professor JT's love for roaches come from?
Back in the 1950s, we lived in the countryside, and we were very poor. We didn't have anything at all. My brothers and I all ate cockroaches. We used the very basic method of barbecuing them. The live roaches stink, but once you bake them, they smell delicious. At that time, we lacked protein, so eating roaches helped us grow and let me grow up normally. That is why I am indebted to them.
In southern Taiwan, a new generation of young scientists is finding that roaches not only make good lab specimens for their science project, but they are great fun to catch as well.
At first, I was very scared. My brother even told me to wear gloves.
From when I started raising roaches till now, I never thought they were dirty. They are very clean. 24 hours a day, they are cleaning their antennae and legs.
To us, roaches are very common insects, and not many people pay much attention to them. Whenever they appear, anyone who sees them will kill them. So by doing experiments with roaches, we hope to show that roaches are not so terrible.
If these kids in southern Taiwan are any indication, JT should be able to rest easy in the knowledge that some of the next generation share in his fascination, even love of cockroaches.
It actually looks cute, doesn't it?
Oh, 飞走了。
There is a Taoist saying that a person who does not injure creatures will not be injured by them.